speaker. Mr. Griffin, 1 minute.
Thank you, Madam President. In the last 2 months, I have suffered victimisation by the UK Labour regime, including withdrawal of my House of Commons pass, refusal to allow me to enter the Sellafield nuclear processing plant despite my position on an ENVI committee, refusal of the Citizens Advice Bureau to sell me an information database openly advertised for sale to all other MEPs. Madam President, would you agree that political discrimination is not only unlawful, but is also an attack not just on me, but also on the functionality of this place, and most important of all, on the voters and the entire democratic process? 40 seconds.
Herzlichen Dank.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam President. There is endless rhetoric here about friendship and cooperation between every state under the sun, except for Russia. China commits genocide in Tibet. Turkey denies its Armenian Holocaust. The USA flattens Iraq, and this place fawns on them. But for Russia, there are only pompous and hypocritical lectures. This confrontational Russia-phobia shamefully feeds the new Cold War drive of America's warmongering neocon lobby. Of course, there are some local differences between Russia and her neighbours, but can we not agree that next week's summit should be used to attempt to build bridges and cooperation between the eastern and western halves of our civilisation? For historical and cultural reasons, this is far more practical and safer than attempting to create unity with Turkey, Europe's ancient and eternal enemy.
Mr. Andrew Henry William Brons, niezrzeszeni.
Non-attached.
Yesterday I asked Mrs. Vice President of the Commission whether the Lisbon Treaty was essentially the same as the constitutional treaty that it replaced. She said the changes were those required by the British government and they involved changes in names and symbols. She didn't use the word only, but she might easily have done. The constitutional treaty had already been rejected by the electorates of France and the Netherlands, and the United Kingdom was due to hold its referendum, and it would certainly have resulted in a rejection. It's clear that the replacement of the constitutional treaty by the European Reform Treaty was carried out at the request of the British government to enable them to renege on their pledge to hold a referendum. The substance would remain the same, but the names and symbols would be changed as part of a thoroughly dishonest claim that the treaties were different and a referendum would not be necessary. How can anybody dare to call this trickery and this dishonesty any kind of democracy? Thank you.
Thank you very much.